Hello everyone. Sorry I've been a little MIA. Nursing school, like seriously, it gets so hectic whenever you are constantly doing stuff like these past, I don't even know what week I'm on. I think we're on week 7 or 8. But anyways, I planned on doing this video like 5 weeks ago. So I wanted to talk about my clinical experience at the hospital and what that's like. And then also I'm going to record another video after this about my OR experience. So, clinicals. I have been to the hospital I think 5 times. It's been 5 times now. So the first day we went, we were actually paired up with a second-year student at our school. And so we basically just followed them around. They had 4 patients each. And then, so we followed them around and watched them do their assessments and document and basically just see, just to see what they did at the hospital. And then our second day, so my group, we go every Friday. Some of my classmates, like half of them go on Thursday, half of them go on Friday, and we're split up between 2 hospitals. And most of them are on the med-surg floor, a med-surg floor. My instructor is amazing, and she got us on the PCU floor. She got it approved by the hospital and our school. PCU, for those of you that don't know the terms yet, is progressive care unit, and it's basically like the same level as, oh, what was it? Okay, never mind. But it's the same level that the second-year students are on now, so it's cool that we get to be on the PCU now. So my first day at the hospital, I was like super worried and scared, like, oh my gosh, like they're trusting me with a real person and I have to take care of this person. And it wasn't bad at all. We ended up, they give us a database. Well, actually, we print them out. It's a database, and it basically just asks questions about the patient, what medications they're taking, like their age and height, and what they came in for, secondary diagnosis, like those types of things, and then what you found in your assessment. So you fill that out, and you also document in the computer. And then basically the database that they give us is just to show the instructor that what we did, and then we debrief on it after the day is over. So after getting into our routine, we get to the hospital around between 6:15, 6:30, and then our instructor gives us the patient or patients that we have. And so it has their basic information. So it has like their name, their date of birth, their primary diagnosis, like why they came in, their secondary diagnoses, allergies, if they're DNR, those sorts of things. And then it has the whole bottom half is what we'd write off during handoff. So after around 6:30, we go to the floor, we find a computer, and we can look up our patient or patients and find out a little background about them. Usually we look at their history and that sort of thing, and start filling out the database if we have time. And then we will meet the nurses for a handoff. And so we go into the patient's room. The night shift nurse will say, this is your day shift nurse, so-and-so, and they have a student with them today, so the student is going to be helping take care of you. So after we get our handoffs, then we go into the patient rooms, if we have multiple patients, and we do our assessments and document in the room. So we basically just do general assessments, so checking their neuro function, if they can, like their strength in their hands and their feet, listen to their heart and their lungs and their gastrointestinal system, check for edema, look for any lesions, pressure ulcers, that sort of thing, check their skin integrity, and just get a basic overview and document that. And also at 6:30 when we get our patients, we're told if we're going to be giving meds or not. And then that's the time that we look up the meds when we look up our patient. So the first day none of us gave meds, the first day after being with a second-year student. The second day, she gave us, the second day we were at the hospital, she gave like 3 of the people out of the 5 meds that they were gonna give, and then the other 2 of us, she gave us 2 patients, and the other ones in our group just had 1 patient and meds to give. Halfway through the morning, she was like, surprise, you're giving meds to this patient, to both me and my friend that didn't have meds to give originally, so we all passed meds. In that morning, I did an IV piggyback and a couple oral meds. It wasn't a big deal. The Omnicell is really cool. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's like a huge, like, kind of like a storage cabinet type thing, and it has different drawers and stuff. So you like log in and you pull up your patient, and then you click on the meds that you're going to be administering, and then as you're doing that, after you click on all the meds you're going to be administering, then it goes through and the drawers light up with a little light that shows you which drawer to open, and then inside that drawer there are little small like rows and stuff, and there's different meds in that, so that little box is blinking like grab this med, and it tells you how many you're supposed to grab. So that's cool to be able to do that. So that day I gave I hung the IV piggyback and then gave a couple oral meds. The second time I gave meds was our 3rd day in the hospital. I had 1 patient and I had 10 meds to give. So 8 of those were PO meds, and so it ended up being like 20 pills or something like that, because there was like multiple pills to each medication. So I was so like, oh my gosh, like I've never seen this many pills being taken by one person ever. But it was all fine, it was good. And then I gave a sub-Q injection of enoxaparin, and that, if you haven't seen that, it comes in its own like syringe thing, so you don't have to draw anything up or anything, and once you push it in, it automatically goes back up, so then you can't poke anyone or, you know, that sort of thing. So that was cool. And then I applied a topical like ointment thing, so that was a good experience. And then the 3rd time I gave meds was, what did I do? It was just a couple oral meds, and I helped the nurse, like my patient's IV was coming out a little bit, and so we fixed it, like saved it, and then helped her like flush and watch it, and like I just like was watching basically, but I had to tell her about the IV because she didn't know about it, and so I just watched her and like helped her, give her the supplies to fix the IV site, and then resume the IV meds, and gave her a couple PO meds, and so that was really cool. And then my 4th day in the hospital, or maybe it was my 5th, I only had 1 patient, and I was giving meds, and I was doing my assessment, documenting in the room, and then my instructor said, surprise, you have a new admit patient, go ahead and save your charting and come and go assess your other patient. And none of the other people in my group got a second patient, so I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay. So it's a little thrown off guard, but it was overall a good experience. And I would just say the main thing is that you're going to be overwhelmed with is talking and touching patients, because it can be a little weird because we're not so used to, like, we're used to practicing on our classmates, and everyone in our class is, for the most part, perfectly healthy, and then you hear diminished lung sounds and you're like, oh wow, or wow, those bowel sounds are hypoactive, or they're really hyperactive. So it's just really cool. You're going to see a lot and learn a lot while you're in the hospital. And I would just encourage you guys to follow nurses around as much as you can to see what they're doing. And be nice to the techs, because they're going to be the ones that are able to help you a lot. And answer as many call-outs as you can. Answering call-outs is really fun. I really like it. It's not fun when you're in the middle of charting and you have to log out of everything, especially because for me, the program doesn't pop up right away on my screen. Like, we've called tech a million times and it's just a done deal. Like, I have to log in through a different way. So I ended up having to log in like 4 times before I get into the program. So it's kind of annoying. But answering call lights is really fun. You never know what you're going to walk into. And so you're either going to be able to help the patient or you're really going to go need to get the other nurse. But usually you can help the patient. Usually they need to go to the bathroom or you need to clean up, change like the shucks pads under them, maybe change their gown. What else have I gotten call-outs for? Sometimes you just really need to go get the nurse, like if they aren't feeling good, like they have like a sudden change in their status or whatever. But for the most part, you're pretty much able to help the patient, which is cool and it's really fun. So I think that is it for what I have to say about going to clinicals. After lunch, we pretty much don't have anything else to do. Like, what we'll do is the morning, like, we've gotten into the routine. So 6:30 we review our patients, we get handoff, we go do our assessments, we pass meds, and then we answer call lights and document the rest of the morning and watch the other nurses. And then usually around 12 we go get lunch, and then we usually debrief after that because there's not really much else for us to do. And also, before lunch, our instructor goes and checks our documentation, and she checks it off and makes sure that we're documenting correctly and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much it. And then in debriefing, we basically just talk about the patients we had, if we had any questions or concerns about the patient, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing really to be scared or worried about. It's a good time, and your instructor should be with you if you have any, like, if you're nervous about anything. So if you are getting ready to go to your first hospital day, good luck to you, and I hope that you guys have a great time. Thank you guys for watching.